Good morning, Mike and Arlen, our Philippine journey. Thanks for joining us. Usually we do not give out dating advice. And in this instance, I don't really think this is dating advice. We get a lot of email, and in this particular instance, I'm going to go through an email that we just recently received. And we'd love to hear your comments about not only his situation, but also your reaction to our thoughts. So, if you haven't subscribed, please do hit that thumbs up if you find this worth it. We'd really appreciate it. And let's get on. So, recently we received this email, and I have, let's see if we can fix this here. I'm going to just lay this over the top. We withheld the personal information as we do with everybody. Okay. And so say, hello, Mike. My name is blank. I watch your YouTube videos, learn much. Well, that's great. We appreciate it about the Philippines. I'm 56 years old. I plan to retire at 59 and permanently move to and retire in the Philippines. He says, I have a dilemma. I need your advice. Well, we're not professional anythings other than we are, I guess, professionally retired. But we'll be happy to give you some thoughts on whatever the issue is. He continues on. I signed up for a Filipino website about a few days ago, 3 days ago, he says. And over 100 women have contacted me. Almost all women or good women with a heart of gold. Well, we're going to get back to that. I feel sad that I can talk to all of them and get to know them more personally. The women talks about scammers and men who have lied to them and how they love them and are coming back to the Philippines to be with them. And told all the ladies I plan to delete my dating website profile because I don't want them to think I'm a liar or a scammer or to get their hopes up and crash their dream. Okay, let's just call you John. That's the easiest word to go with right now. First off, almost all women or good women with a heart of gold. John, I don't want to crush your dreams, okay? But I will tell you that the online dating websites, the vast majority of them, have a tremendous number of women who are trying to make a living. Would they love to meet a foreigner? Maybe. Would they become engaged in trying to form a relationship? Maybe. But you're 3 years out. That's the first issue. The second issue is, and here's a perfect example, okay? A couple of years ago, I remember, and I can't find a reference for it, but a couple of years ago, I remember that a group of scammers got popped somewhere in the province, I think it was. But it doesn't really matter because it could have happened anywhere. And then literally, it was actually two guys, young guys, who got together and had 5 or 6 girls who lived right there in the province with them. Yeah, it was in the province. And this is what they did. And each one of these girls was handling 4 to 8 guys. And they would get them involved in conversations and then slowly work their way around to coming forward with the initial scam. Okay, and the scam is always going to be I can't talk to. Well, no, I said that wrong. The scam is often, not always, often. I can't stay in touch. My phone doesn't work good. Um, My mother is sick. My father is sick. The dog is sick. The pig is sick. I need fertilizer for the rice field. I need rent. My daughter is sick. Um, the list goes on and on. Okay? And it's not always just sick, just maybe, hey, I really don't want to go and work in a bar, but I have to support my family. I mean, there's every excuse, and many of these excuses may very well be true. But the point is you're far, far, far from that point. Okay? You just don't. You're 3 years away. You don't know where they really live, and these girls were, doing video chats with these guys, showing them that they're real, and all through that. And the reason that these people got popped was that one of them was a minor, and the minor obviously was against the law, and this guy was chatting to her, and they kept track and records of everything. Every time somebody sent that minor money, every time that minor sent them a enticing photo, all right, and then they blackmailed a guy. And this guy was smart enough to have a completely anonymous situation and reported them. So they were never able to actually track him down. Now, sending money nowadays, I think, is much more difficult to do anonymously. But that's beside the point, not a part of this conversation. My point is you're 3 years away. I would not be in a big rush. You don't know where they live, truly, until you get there. You don't want to go there and enter into a relationship only to find out they live in a small village with about 2,000 people in the middle of the jungle, and it's nowhere near where you want to live, doesn't have the amenities that you would want as a retiree. Okay? You can, to my knowledge, you can actually filter stuff with relation to where and about, but you have no idea whether it's true on the other side. So even though she may say she's in Manila or Cebu or wherever, she could really be somewhere else. No, I would not. I would not be doing this. Okay? Because as a nice person, they're going to tug at your heartstrings no matter what. I think you're setting yourself up to be emotionally battered and financially depleted. Okay? I absolutely do. You go on to say, yes, I do need your opinion and advice. Should I wait until I move to the Philippines to meet a Filipina? How has your experience been on the dating website? I've attached my LinkedIn and Facebook profiles, which he did. And you can see the pictures and know I'm honest. I've met so many good women, but I'm afraid I cannot talk to them all, and I will be hurting another woman's feelings. For guys like me, a real man, I want to do what's right by these ladies, but there are just too many. I give you my permission to use the story. Please don't mention my name. Well, and that's why we call you John. So let's go back to this. My opinion, I won't give you advice because I'm just not a dating professional. All right? The only Filipina I've ever dated in my entire life, I was fortunate enough. She was perfect. Okay? And that's all I can say. All right? Should I wait until I move to the Philippines to meet a Filipino? In all reality, yes, I would. Rather than spending your time, okay, concentrating on that issue, Spend your time concentrating on making sure you've gotten all of the things done that you need to make your transition to the Philippines realistic. Once you get to the Philippines, you can use that website, but now you're there and you can narrow your search to your location, and you can change that location every time you travel around the Philippines, checking out places that you may want to live. Because our one piece of advice that we give to everybody is look at multiple places before you decide where you're going to live. Don't park all your eggs in one basket. So, how's my experience been on a dating website? I don't have any. I have a lot of friends that do, okay? And trust me, not a week goes by we don't hear the funniest stories in the world. I wish we could publish them, but we can't. All right? I just can't go further into it. With that being said, our opinion is that you're way ahead of the game. Instead, spend your time getting everything you need ready to make that transition. We don't know what the world is going to be like in 3 years. We don't know what the financial structure is going to be like in 3 years. And we do know that there are scammers all over these dating websites. This is a documented so many times. I would just tell them, you know what? I'm not coming for another 3 years. I don't want to interfere in your life. I'm going to delete this profile. And when I'm closer to coming there, I will put my profile back up. And if you're still available and still want to meet, great. The second thing we would say is you don't send money ever. Never, ever send them money until you have either met them or it's a small amount of money for them to meet you. Okay, and when I say a small amount of money, I mean like 20, 30 bucks, because they can catch a bus to whatever city you're in for 20, 30 bucks to meet you. And then you're only out 20, 30 bucks if they don't show up. If they don't show up, it'll usually be something like, oh, there was a problem with this, there was a problem with that, and they'll want more money. You'll see the scam coming. You say for guys like me, a real man. Well, you know something, John? We're all real men, but we all have hearts, and we all get drug into the drama of emotions. Avoid that. Just avoid it for the time being. In the next 3 years, you may very well meet the love of your life right down the street from you. So, that's our opinion. So, for my subscribers that are watching this, what do you think about our opinion? Number one. Number two, what do you think, or what opinion or advice would you give John? I think that'd be interesting to see. And John, we hope that you'll see this and that you will, in turn, see the opinions of the others. In the meantime, remind you one more time, please hit that thumbs up. We really, really need it. And please do subscribe. We're trying to get to the 2,000 mark prior to my daughter's arrival and vacation, which we'll be making a lot of videos during vacation. We'll be going to Bohol, and we'll be doing everything up and down through there. So we hope you have a great day. John, we hope everything works out for you. And we'd love for the subscribers and watchers to take a hard look and say, hey, I think you're full of crap. You should go ahead and keep going. Or number two, no, I think you're right. You should scale back. Thanks. Have a great day.